What is going on, guys? All right, so on today's video, this is part 6, 5 plus 1, 6. We have got some studs, and in that box, I got some electrical stuff. I'm gonna go down to the shop and show you kind of what we're gonna be doing next. Woohoo! Check it out. We got a door, we got a floor, but we do not have a wall. So what we're gonna do today is, I got some electrical outlets. I got Billy from him and I Woodworking. He's gonna come over here and help me out. Good friend of mine that lives down the street. We're gonna actually start adding some electrical outlets on breakers. We're gonna add some 20 amp breakers that should work pretty well with the amount of tools and the amount of power tools and power equipment that I'm gonna have down here. We're gonna do one which is gonna be mounted right around in that area in the far corner of the shop. That is gonna actually be behind the wall itself. We're gonna do one by itself up here. And what that's gonna power is the shop vac, because the shop vac is actually going to be mounted back on this back wall here. That way, when I turn it on, you won't hear it as much. It won't be very loud. So that'd be kind of cool. I won't have that loud, sound. I'm going to do 2 on this wall, then we're going to do 2 on this wall. This is the actual back wall of the house. This is where I'm going to actually put my workbench itself. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put 2 electrical outlets. There's the corner. We're going to do one about here and one about here, and we're going to mount those kind of high. My plan is if I mount them high enough, they're not going to be buried behind the workbench that I have that's in the garage, which is going to be transferred down to this way. So that's a 15-foot workbench, and it should fit perfectly from that pillar all the way down to this wall. So I'm thinking somewhere around this spot up here, one about here maybe, and then one about over here. And then these will do, normal height. I'll do one right about there, one right about there. Then over on this side, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 on this section right here. I'm gonna do one, I think, up in this corner. I'm gonna put an outlet. That way, when I do a TV, I plan on having a TV down here. I wanna put that TV in this top corner so I can have an outlet up there and I can hide the wires. So that's one plan. And then maybe 2 on this side. So what I'm gonna do right about now is I'm gonna go get all the electrical stuff, get it laid out, and I will show you everything that I got. I'm gonna put the studs probably somewhere right around here. That way they're not in the way. All the electrical stuff, I'll lay that out. So when we're ready to install that, I'll get that ready. And then, so I might actually start doing my pop holes for the electrical wiring. That'll go through the studs. So I'll just pop some holes there so that we can run. And I'll get all that set. That way we can get that part done. And I don't have to really waste any time tonight when we install the electricity. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. When we come back, I'm gonna show you everything that I got. I'll lay it all out, and then we'll go from there. I got everything laid out so that you could see what I bought. I got some, I got about 100 feet of 12-2 wire. I purchased 4 breakers. I'm not sure if we're gonna use all 4 of these breakers, but I got 20 amp breakers. That way we have a little bit more of power with a little bit heavier gauge wire for using electrical tools. I think this is the way to go when it comes to, if you're gonna be wiring up a workshop, you wanna use this opposed to the 14-2. This is a little bit heavier gauge wire. I got 10 boxes. The only reason why I got 10 boxes, because I really don't think I'm gonna install all of them, it was a lot cheaper for me to purchase a 10-pack of outlet covers with a 10-pack of receptacles. If I were to bought these individually, it would have cost me a few more dollars. So I ended up getting a couple extras of these to match up with that, just in case I use them up. I might as well have them. Then I purchased a 10-pack of knockouts. These are the cable connectors, which will go to the breaker box. I bought an extra package of wire nuts. That should cover everything that I needed to install these. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go ahead and make an X kind of where I want to put all of my receptacles. And when I do that, after I do that, I'll go ahead and drill out all the holes all the way down the studs, all the way down. Pretty much I have to drill out stud holes all the way through here, and then all the way down this way as well, going across this direction, all the way up over to here, because what'll happen then is once I get back to this point, then we could just run the wire directly up here, because the breaker box literally is straight up. You can actually see these wires. I'll just run the wire, the 12, pretty much the breaker wires all the way up through this way. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start marking out my areas where I want to do my boxes. So let's go ahead and get that done. So I am good to go. I actually got everything where I wanted it. I ended up using 8 outlets. So what I got over here is I got one up high. That is going to be for like the TV, and if I do a DVD player or something in here. Then I got 2 right here, which are 36 inches high. Then coming on this side, I have 2 over here, which are 72 inches tall, and then 2 more over here, which are again 36 inches off the ground. And then I have 1 more over here, which is in the back, which again, this is right where I'm standing is where the wall is gonna go. That one is just gonna be open. That way I can hook up my compressor and anything like that back here, which will reduce a lot of the noise in this part of the shop. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go right in the middle and I'm gonna drill holes dead center of the stud. That way we can run the wire, and that way I'm gonna give myself enough space. That way, because you have to, if you see them right here, these little tacks, you have to tack in the wire directly to the stud itself. So you don't want to have the hole too close to your box, electrical box. You don't want to do it right here, because then you're going to not make code for, if you drill your hole right here to go through, then you're not going to have enough to space. You have to have like somewhere around 6 to 12 inches between the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do right about here. I'll run the wire. That way when we can tack about this point, we could tack the wire to the stud, and then the wire will go through this way. And if I have a little bit up here, I'll just double tack and stuff. So we should be good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna go at it and start using this dude and drilling holes. I think what I'm gonna do is start at this point and then work my way down. All right, here we go. Okay, everybody, so it is actually later on in the afternoon, and I kind of stopped for a little bit because I actually had a headache. But we got Billy over here with him and I woodworking. What we're doing is we are now running the electrical wire down and around the shop for some power. We went ahead and we ran into a little snafu. My main electrical box that's actually right upstairs, oddly enough, there was not a single slot available for a breaker, which was really weird. So what we did was we ran it, which was actually easier, which we should have done in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't realize
what we had going on. So what we're doing is we ran out here. There's another breaker.
Sub panel.
It's like a sub panel, exactly. Sub panel right actually there and then up, because that's the ground level. It's outside. So what we're doing is we got that hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and run the electrical outlets now. We're gonna go ahead and get everything tacked to the wall. We're gonna get everything pretty much in place. But when we come back, I'll go ahead and show you everything hooked up and turned on. So, all right, when we return, we'll definitely have some electrical. If we run into anything that's weird, I'll come back and give you an update, but hopefully we'll come back and have this electrical hooked up. So pretty excited about that. So stay tuned, and there we go. So just a quick update. So we had to run over to Lowe's real quick because, just so you know, if you haven't already done so anything like this, you have to match up the outlets to the breaker that you're installing. So I ended up purchasing 15 amp receptacles, but we are putting in a 20 amp breaker. So we're doing what? We're doing two 20 amp breakers and one 15. So I kept some of the 15s, but anything on this yellow line, those are gonna be for 20 amp, which are actually $7 a piece, opposed to what, 50 cents a piece. Yeah. It's a huge difference. Just that 5 amperage difference ended up being literally $6.50 more per receptacle. So I ended up having to get 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was like $50 just for those, which was crazy. It seems like it's going to be working a lot faster, a lot better, right?
Yeah.
It's actually matching up now.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these things hooked up, get them all installed, power on. We're in good shape. So we are almost done installing all of the receptacles. So it's pretty awesome. So we got this one here. This is on its own breaker. This one is gonna run my shop vac and compressor. And those are gonna be mounted back here on this back wall, which is a concrete wall, which is gonna be behind the wooden wall. So you won't hear it as much when it's running. So that one's that's all by itself. That's on a 20 amp. Then over here, we've got coming through the studs, we've got 1, 2, 3, and the ends right there, that's 4. These are gonna be really running the tools themselves. And then we got over here, this is a 15 amp, and this is gonna be almost kind of like auxiliary.
The lounge.
So we're gonna have a TV up in that corner we already have planned up for, and then a couple receptacles over here that if we wanna just have something. I was kind of thinking of a fish tank, but I know you're
Great idea.
Awesome idea. So basically that's what we have going on over here. We're almost done with this one. He's got this one hooked up, coming through, which is going into this one here. And then this one is ready to be installed. It's going up into here and then straight up that way. Looks awesome, man. Good job.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I'm sure. he went ahead and flipped all the breakers on, and he's actually, you doing okay? No sparks, no fires, everything's fired up, ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the light tester down here and yeah, make sure that we have the proper amperage and all that good stuff. So voltage. All right, let's see how we did. All right, moment of truth. 122. 122. 122.5. Take that one out. So that should be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. And
this is another circuit.
This is the different circuit. Yep, 122 and 122.5. Yeah, nice.
That's what we're looking for.
Yep. Yep. Nice. Doesn't get much better than that, huh?
No. You pay more for these industrial 20 amp circuits. They feel like they cost more.
Yeah. It's almost one of those you get what you pay for type things.
They are built like a house. Like you can't even move it even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like those other ones.
Yeah.
The 15 amps is different.
Yeah. Might have to replace those someday. You're like, nah.
Yeah. There's no need
Yeah.
for what you're powering. There we are.
Awesome, man. That's freaking amazing. All right, guys, so we got everything hooked up. I mean, we literally have power to all of these outlets. I am ready to go. I'm just gonna get everything cleaned up, but this is awesome. This is cool. Thanks, man. You're awesome.
Yeah, it turned out really nice.
Yeah, it turned out really, really nice. We are golden. So this is awesome. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call this video done for the day. I got some cleanup that we're gonna do. That I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and brainstorm some other stuff, kind of hang out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. But that is it. That is the electrical. I'm saving this for another day. I thought I was gonna be able to get to the wall, but there was just no way. I didn't have any time to get to that, so we're gonna save that for another day. Building the wall that's gonna separate the true crawl space again. Oh, and I got this here. I did get this. So let me show you this. This is the coupler right here. So what I'm gonna do is take this part and I'm gonna cut this dude right here, take out about 2 inches, do a coupler, and then that way this won't impede with the wall at all. So a lot of stuff going on. That is it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Go down below, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you get notified of all of my newest videos. And here's a new thing. If you've made it to the end of this video, I do want to tell you, make sure you go down below and you click on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. I'm going to be starting to post a lot more things there a little bit earlier than I would on YouTube. So if you want to see these videos a day earlier, go down below, go to our Facebook page and like that Facebook page. That way you get a little bit earlier sneak peek of all these videos than the rest of the world. Billy, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. And you guys stay awesome. Until the next video, have a great day. Stay awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.